I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Two teenage girls, students at Cornwall High School, were injured after the SUV they were riding in collided with a fuel tanker truck late yesterday afternoon in the town of Cornwall. Town Police Chief Todd Hazard said the driver of the SUV, identified as 17-year-old Savannah Kerwin of Cornwall, hit the truck while trying to make a turn onto Route 32 from Orrs Mills Road. The impact sent the tanker off the highway where it overturned. Work crews were called to the scene to offload roughly 10,000 gallons of diesel fuel and gasoline so the vehicle could be uprighted. The truck driver wasn't hurt. Kerwin and her unidentified passenger were being treated at St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital for undisclosed injuries. A hazmat team was brought in to contain about 500 gallons of fuel that had leaked out of the tanker near the rain-swollen Moodna Creek. Chief Hazard said no tickets have yet been issued pending completion of their investigation. The Middletown sewer line controversy isn't going away. Mayor Joe DeStefano, with support from the State Conference of Mayors, will be appealing a state Supreme Court ruling that concluded the city was wrong when it refused to issue a permit to the Middletown School District for a sewer main to serve the new elementary school being built to replace Chorley School. DeStefano and school district leaders have been at odds over who should be paying for that work. The mayor says the court ruling sets an unfair statewide precedent when it comes to municipalities and development costs.
Our water and sewer rates are rising rapidly. This $2 million has put a heavy burden on the City of Middletown taxpayers. The City of Middletown is only 50% of the school district, so the benefit of this large project to service this new school, and only this new school, is put on solely on the shoulders of the City of Middletown taxpayers rather than on the City of Middletown School District taxpayers.
Middletown District Superintendent Ken Eastwood told Times Herald Record reporter Keith Goldberg that he's confident the city's appeal will be shot down. He says a continuation of the case is another example of the mayor's negative behavior towards the school district. Well, people in Ellenville have begun an effort to help a retired school district employee who police say was victimized by a landlord who was overseeing his care. 58-year-old Georgia Stone has been charged with grand larceny and forgery for stealing more than $28,000 from the man's two bank accounts. Ellenville police say Stone would forge the man's signature on extra rent checks for herself and would order, intercept, and then cash certified checks without his knowledge. Police say an alert banker at a local credit union tipped them off to the illegal withdrawals.
Now you are on my line, new cadet. Off to my line. Is that how you stand at attention, new cadet?
Report.
You could call them human guinea pigs. They were the folks who volunteered to pose as incoming cadets this morning so that older West Point cadets could practice their techniques to get the incoming class acquainted with the proper way to salute, march, and address officers, giving the civilian volunteers a first-hand look at the initial indoctrination process for the incoming class of U.S. Military Academy cadets. Today's rehearsal was a prelude to our day, the official reception day, coming this Monday for the 1,250 cadet candidates who will make up the West Point class of 2015. The coming week will be an exciting one for these dance students from Newburgh Free Academy. The 24-member team qualified to become part of the Disney Performing Arts Concert Series. And Sunday, they'll be heading to Walt Disney World in Orlando, where they will put their talents on display. The NFA dancers will get their own 25-minute show at the waterfront stage at downtown Disney next Thursday. Their week will also include a workshop where they'll learn choreography from a Disney professional, and they'll go behind the scenes to see what it is like to be a Disney performer. And no fishing license, no problem. Not this weekend. The state DEC is holding a free fishing weekend tomorrow and Sunday throughout the state. That means you can head to one of the region's great fishing spots and get your line in the water without having to have a license. The free weekend is part of a push to get more people, including youngsters, interested in the sport. Well, Sunday looks to be the better weather day this weekend. Saturday will feature a mix of sun and clouds with a chance of scattered thunderstorms. Temperatures will climb to around 80 degrees. Sunday will be partly cloudy and it should be rain-free. The highs will be in the upper 70s and low 80s. Record Online is the place to find news when it breaks. Get caught up on all that's going on by picking up weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.